Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will be taking a look at the G2 Lazer Optimus Prime. Now, first and foremost, I just wanted to apologize about the last at the end of the last video, me saying we were doing the rest of the Legacy line. I had fully planned on reviewing it. Unfortunately, Amazon decided to take a holiday and my order has been postponed, so we shall see what happens, I guess. Hopefully we get the Legacy stuff soon, because, or the Wrecker stuff soon, because I was really excited to get to work on the Wrecker line. I was really excited. But here we have G2 Lazer Optimus Prime, done in a lot more menacing style than your like G1 Optimus. But I mean, that's kind of an understatement, considering that I think G2 was the 90s and that's when everything got edgy. So Prime had to look a lot edgier. His color scheme had to be wildly different. A lot more black on this guy and very little blue. Like the only blue here are on his feet, his head, and just the little section here on his hands and the faux grill. I guess. Articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint, but it's a very tight one. So you can't exactly look up and down, unfortunately, but you can kind of use the entire transformation hinge here at the back to get him to look up. You can't really get him to look down unless you make him do the giant bow, in which case it just looks like he stuck the front end of a truck on his shoulders and his back. I mean, technically that's what he did. So I'll just move these off to the sides. Come on, you. There we go. And this is just Nightstick from the Artfire review. I saw the pictures of G2 Prime, and he had a double barreled blaster, and I figured, you know what? Why not give him a minicon or a weaponizer? Not a weaponizer. Battle Master or whatever. Whatever these little guys are called. And I figured that the colors actually worked. There's a custom I'm thinking of working on, and it's changing the like just making it so that the front here kind of matches Prime a wee bit. Add a little bit more red and blue. Yeah. Move him off to the side, and we'll move off the... Actually, you know what? No. We'll bring in the trailer, actually, for a split second. Prime, you can stay there. Please don't hurt me. So, this is his trailer, and it's an oil tanker. He is no longer hauling Autobots. No, he is now hoiling oil. I guess the Energon reserves really dried up, so he needs to he needs to now haul around his Energon. Huh. Mad Max Optimus Prime. Nifty. Yeah, so it does also have a second mode here, so just kind of flip it all the way up, fold down the ramp, lift up the front end of the tanker, move the sides down, flip down here, rotate the front end so that it now acts as a little dish, and now you got a little battle station mode. Now, while this is cute, I'm not really that big a fan. Like, what I like doing is I like making it so that it's kind of like a signal tower. So I extend everything up as far as it'll go, and just kind of make it like a signal tower. So you have the top end here is the antennae, and I think it works. I kind of like it like that. And I do have the DNA Designs upgrade kit coming, so the second I get that, I will be I'll be doing a backtrack with this guy just to show you guys what it comes with, because my god, does it look bloody awesome. And I cannot wait. Oh, and you can also store the sword and the axe. Fold up the axe, and there are these notches right here and right here. So you put the axe in here. And then on the other side, you can put the sword in like so. And now you have storage for truck mode. And there you go. Clean! Huzzah! Take that back, and we will bring back Prime. And some really cool features on this Prime is these shoulder pads aren't just for show. No, no, no. The man's got missiles in them. Man's got Energon missiles in them. And they look awesome. Now, for me, because I'm a nerdy little boy, I like flipping up the shoulder pads. Like so. And then I do this with them so that they're now kind of like rail guns. And also you just get a better view of his head too. And something I just realized is that they really should not have painted his entire head blue. And then his eyes also blue. The blue kind of gets absorbed, you know? Feel like if they had went with the yellow eyes, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, I also just kind of like having the shoulder pads like this. Just kind of, just when I have them like not, it's kind of bugging around the base. Only because it gives him a little bit more articulation and it doesn't make him as top heavy, you know? But again, that's just me. You can do whatever you want with the guy. Articulation wise, like I said, head is on a ball joint. Arms can go out fully, so the man can T-pose. Suck it, Magnus! I'm just gonna... He's here. Couldn't get the proper T-pose with the... Oh, and also, unfortunately on mine, it looks like this arm's kind of starting to go, which is the unfortunate. He does have a waist rotation, which is really awesome. It also is mainly for, you know, transformation, but also really good for the articulation. Knees can go forward that far. He's got a very good front kick. And back that far. He's got a very good back kick. Prime can kick ass on both sides. And he's got a very decent side kick. Point the toes. There we go. And that just shows how good a balance he is. Because I just did that. You guys saw me doing that. And like he's got like perfect, even with these giant massive shoulder bits, the man can hold a very good pose. Like, I mean, yeah, he fell, but I mean, it was a little bit of force, but still. So yeah, you get a 90-degree bend just at the elbow here, which a little unfortunate for me. Little unfortunate. I would have preferred a little bit more bend, but you know what? I'll make do. And then the hands are in this really kind of silly open kind of claw formation, which again, kind of silly. Not a big fan, but again, the DNA Designs kit comes with new hands too. So, and the hands are just on, you know, ball joints. If I can get the, yeah. So the hands are just on ball joints here, so it's not that big a deal. And as you saw, ankles you can really only get ooh, did not like that snap. Did not like that snap at all. Yeah, that was. So yeah, yeah. So you got a decent snap, and that's about it. Or snap, a decent you got decent splits. About that far. Oop. Yeah. So let's go on to comparison. So we'll just put him here. And here he is with G1 Prime. Oh. There we go. So you can really kind of see what they've kind of remolded and redone. Because, like, they are still pretty much, like, the only thing that they really changed is the torso and the upper section of the body is totally different. They've definitely redone the entire top portion. They've they've retooled the legs a wee bit. So you can kind of see, instead of the nice mechanical detail that you got for Earthrise, you got just kind of this greebly stuff. And some people, like the DK designs, have a part filler that I don't think I'm going to use that, because I like the idea of there just being these little thrusters that he has to help him transform. Sorry, thirsty. Into robot mode. There we go. And for the longest time, I didn't realize that the Bayverse Optimus was based off of this guy. Because when I was a kid, I only had Cybertron. I was like, wait, why is he a truck? Wasn't he supposed to be fire engine? Oh, God. Yeah. Little yoink. Now, I would love to pair him with G2 Megatron, or the Earthrise mold, but don't have that one with me at the moment. So, here he is with yesterday's review. Impactor. Jaboink. And now, if you'll give me 2 seconds, I will put this guy down into vehicular mode, and we'll get right down to that. All right, see you in a few. And here we are in vehicle mode, and I gotta say, I'll just move you off to the side. This is a really nice looking truck. Like the flame, you got the nice red flame decals here that go pretty much throughout the vehicle mode. Like you start here at the, I kind of wish that it could have been just like a line that went right across, because that would have been cool. That would have been kind of nifty. But from the red flames here to the heat vents, you got the nice smokestacks here done out in silver. I kind of wish the heat vents were in silver too, but because this whole thing becomes the missile pods, I can understand it. They actually painted the entire front end silver, which is really nice and something you don't see a lot of anymore. And yeah, he rolls quite well for a truck. Move you off to the side for a second. Yeah, this is a really nice looking truck. They did a very good job remolding what they needed to remold to get Lazer Prime at our Earthrise. Yeah. So let's get alright here. So here's the obvious one versus Earthrise Prime. Here and here. So Earthrise obviously is going to be a wee bit shorter because flat nose and not the big nose. I look at big nose. Sorry, Monty Python. But if we move the trailers off to the side here, you can kind of see what they remolded and what they didn't. And yeah. Here's the front. Gotta get a better look. Let's see. Yeah. Goody Two Shoes Prime. Badass Prime. Plays basketball. Shoots the basketball. I can see why they use this for Scourge. Because this is just menacing. Not menacing. Menacing. Kind of menacing when he's Motormaster, but menacing. And here we have him next to a tank. Because why not? Yeah. Yep. He's bigger than a tank. I'm not quite sure if that's... Actually, you know what? No, it would make sense for him to be longer than a tank. Because this guy's meant to be short and stocky, not long and lanky. Alright, take him off to the sides. We will attach this right here. And we'll give him... what's his name? And let's just say, it's a lovely, lovely day. All shiny and chrome. But actually, a couple of things I do kind of wish that they had painted were the horns and the upper lights here. Kind of wish those were painted. But, I mean, hell, you can paint it yourself. Or, hell, I'll probably end up painting it. Because, for some reason, instead of molding the canopy in black, they molded it in red. Like, they molded this part here in red, and then they molded this upper part here in red, and then this section here is all in a clear blue. Now, fair enough, but wouldn't it have been cheaper to make the entire canopy just a black, and then have the smaller inserts for the glass windows? Like, I don't know how making a toy works. That's just my opinion. And that's another thing that... Oh my god. That was embarrassing, I will not lie. You go off to the side. You sit in your timeout corner. Timeout? What? Timeout corner. But yeah, that's basically it for Optimus Prime G2 or G2 Lazer Optimus Prime. Yeah. He honestly is a very good figure, and if you're able to find him, which should be bloody abundant considering, I would highly recommend getting this guy. He is amazing. And he's just a really fun toy to play with. Like, I mess around with him, like, every now and again. I play with both of them, like, pretty much the same amount. I just like visualizing this as, like, a Prime from the future. Like, when he gets remade, like, G-Axis I'm going into fanon here, so I apologize. My headcanon is this is... a much more aggressive Optimus Prime that, that came to be when G-Axis was just trying to, be a dick to the Autobots and say, hey, remember your previous leader, Optimus Prime? Yeah, he's evil now. So, hence why the robot mode is a lot more pointy and edgy to add that extra fear factor, and like why his vehicle mode is mainly black and red instead of blue and red. You know. And then of course you got the Autobot symbol just to be a dick. But I mean that's also why I can't wait for Scourge, because I can just yeah, that's why I can't wait for RID 202 Scourge, because I can just make it so that version of Scourge is the version that actually kind of worked as the big villain, or as the evil Prime, which I mean he pretty much is. But yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. Sorry I went off on that fanon tangent. My bad. I really like the fanon, or I like my fanon, but that's because it's mine. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And if you want to follow me on my Twitter, at Space Ace Reviews on Twitter. I'll have the link in the description as well. If you wouldn't mind following me there. And if you enjoyed, because we are so close to 20, if you would not mind hitting the subscribe button and the like button and leaving a comment, that would be amazing, please, if it's not too much trouble. Like I said in the last video, if we could possibly get up to 20 by the end of the month, that would be amazing. And if let's say we got to 30 next month, or by the end of the year, I would be very giddy. I would be very, very giddy, and I would be very happy. So please, if you have anything that I missed on the review, please don't hesitate to tell me in the comments. I always look forward to seeing if I've made any mistakes, because then I get to interact with you guys and we can discuss it. You know, that would be really cool if I, because oh, I may be a fan, but I don't know everything. And there's somebody who will always know more than you. So I always enjoy interacting with people in a nice way, and we can discuss hobby, pastime, and a thing that we enjoy very much. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, if you wouldn't mind following me on Twitter or whatever, that would be awesome. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Good night, guys.